Hello and welcome my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mehdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear 3rd standard little champs once again in science lecture. My dear little champs, you know that in the previous lecture we just revised chapter number 3 with all new question bank. Few questions were never seen before, few were seen, but half of the part was something new for you. So, and also many have sent me the interesting thoughts, the lessons. Make sure students, you even inspire your friends when you do your work regularly. So, I hope that now in this lecture you will enjoy, because at the end of the lesson I have selected one thought of a children, out of the children I should say, who have sent me the thoughts. Yes, I have got 10 or 11 students, those who have sent me the thought, an interesting thought. All were very interesting, but for this lecture I have selected one, and the remaining ones I have kept for tomorrow's and the next lecture. So let's get started. Before that, you know that you have to be ready with books and pencil. So let's see what are we going to do today. Today we are going to revise the remaining revision of lesson 3. Yes, we have revised lesson 3 with the question bank, but one of the questions were left, so we will do that, and then moving on to all new question bank of chapter 4. Be ready to solve it with me and enjoy the lecture. I hope that you have your books ready with you. So please give the heading lesson number 4 or chapter number 4, science revision. Yes, whatever revision is left for chapter 3, you need not write it down, you just have to repeat after me, and from lesson 4 revision you have to write. So I hope that you have given the heading chapter number 4 revision, and then for few minutes you have to just fold your hands, sit straight, look on the screen and repeat after me. Now that you are ready, let's see lesson number 3, question and answers. Have to just repeat after me. Like I said, you don't have to write it down. I hope that you are ready for that. So let's get started. Question number 1. First I'll read it, I'll explain it to you, then when I ask you, you have to repeat after me. And I hope this format is clear to you. Question 1. What material is used to make kacha house? I hope you remember the concept of pakka house and kacha house, which I explained you by showing the pictures and animations and different examples with the proper data. So what material is used to make kacha house? It is even there on the first page of chapter number 3. So let's see what the answer is. Answer: straw, mud and sticks. These are the materials used to make the kacha house basically. So please repeat the question as well as answer after me 2 times. Question: what material is used to make kacha house? Answer: straw, mud and sticks. Repeat the answer: straw, mud and sticks. These 3 things mainly are used to make kacha house. I hope this is clear to you. Moving on to question 2. What 3 things should a good house have? I'll repeat the question. What three things should a good house have? What are the three necessary things for a house to be said that house is a good house? Let's see what the answer is. Correct answer is well lit. That is sunlight, airy, clean. These three things are necessary for any house to be proven as a good house. Please repeat the question as well as answer 2 times after me. What three things should a good house have? Answer: well lit, that is sunlight, airy and clean. Repeat the answer: well lit, that is sunlight, airy, clean. Clear enough? If these three things are fulfilled in your house certainly is a good house. It is not necessary to have a big house to be said as a good house. Even if it is small or big, it should have these three things. Anyways, moving on to question number 3. What are the 2 uses of wire netting? I'll repeat the question. What are the 2 uses of wire netting? So let's see what are the uses for it. The uses here are interlinked. There are not separate uses. Answer is stops mosquitoes and at the same time let air come in. So these are the uses and these are interlinked. So let's repeat the question as well as answer. I hope you are ready. Please repeat it loudly and clearly. What are the 2 uses of wire netting? Answer: stops mosquitoes and at the same time let air come in. Let us repeat the answer. Stops mosquitoes and at the same time let air come in. I hope you are repeating after me. Okay, now let us repeat the spelling of mosquito, because for many students it is a headache. So let's just try to solve that headache. MOSQUITO, mosquito. Okay, now please hold your pencil and books in your hand, because we are going to jump on to lesson number 4, question 1 of question bank. So please give the heading lesson 4 question bank. Please give the heading lesson 4 question bank. Spelling of question is already written, and bank, you know what the spelling is, BANK. And then leave one line and give heading question 1 as it is written on your screens. Question 1. So I hope you are doing the work quickly, because now you have the habit of having a book and writing in it. Anyways, what you are going to do, what you are supposed to do here in question 1 is, you don't have to write this. This is just to explain you. So if you have written the heading, that's it. Just try to understand what the question 1 is all about. Question 1 is, pick out the incorrect words and write the correct ones. This is what you even did in in the lesson 3, isn't it? So you just have to pick out the incorrect word and write the correct ones. What you have to do, as soon as you see the sentence, you have to write answer 1, incorrect and correct word both, either on the separate lines or you can put a comma and you can correct it. in whatever way, but both the words should be clearly written, incorrect and correct ones. So just write the answers and not the sentences, because you will not get the sufficient time to write the entire sentence. Now I hope you are ready with the heading. Question 1. Plants needs pebbles to grow. I repeat the question. Plants needs pebbles to grow. Is it so? Please write which word is incorrect from the sentence, and write the correct word also. Plants needs pebbles to grow. What do you think is wrong here? Okay, let me display the answer. So the incorrect word is pebbles. You see, plants don't necessarily need pebbles to grow, isn't it? So if we remove pebbles, what will be the correct word here? I hope that you all are writing, you all are trying your level best to solve it on your own and not just copying it from the screens. Plants needs dash to grow. If pebble we remove, if it is incorrect, pebble means a small pieces of stone. So here the answer is, without wasting the time, correct answer is soil. Please repeat the statement after me one time. Plants needs soil to grow. Okay, because amount of nutrients and different minerals they get from the soil. So necessarily soil should be there properly. So I hope that you written incorrect and correct word, both the words, because there are only one words, so you are getting sufficient amount of time to write it down. Okay, moving on to next one. Soil takes a year to form. Soil takes a year to form. What is the incorrect here? Which part or which word do you think is incorrect and goes wrong here? So incorrect word, if you have written, it is a year. So a year is incorrect. So soil takes dash to form. So I hope that you have written the correct answer as well. Now let me display the correct answer. Correct answer is many years. Okay, here it is just a printing mistake from the computer. It is MANY, many years. Clear enough? Moving on to next one, number 3. Sand makes the soil fertile. The sentence is, sand makes the soil fertile. Now which word is incorrect here? Please pick out that word. Sand makes the soil fertile. So what do you think makes the soil fertile? So the incorrect word obviously is a sand. So if you have written it already, you are absolutely right. So what do you think? If not sand, then what makes the soil fertile? I can just hope that many students have already written the correct word. So here the correct word is humus. Please repeat this sentence after me. Humus makes the soil fertile. Please write it down if you haven't written it. Both the incorrect and correct word, you can just leave the line and you can write. If you don't give the heading incorrect and correct, it is okay. It is but understood that the first word what you write is incorrect and the second word will be correct word. Humus. Okay, moving on to next one, number 4. Farmers make soil fertile by adding water. Sentence is, farmers make soil fertile by adding water. Is it so? Just find out the incorrect word and write it down first. Farmers make soil fertile by adding water. Which word is incorrect? So the incorrect word is water. If you have already written it, very good, excellent. So what if not water, then what? Farmers make soil fertile by adding what? So I hope that many might have written the answers. Anyways, the correct answer is manure. Correct answer is manure. So please repeat this sentence after me. The correct sentence: farmers make soil fertile by adding manure and not the water. So I hope this is clear to you and you have written both the words properly. Okay, moving on to number 2. Please give the heading number 2, that is question number 2, or even you just write 2 and you circle it, that is but understood. Number 2. So what you have to do is give one word for the following. Again, just the answers and not the questions. Please just write the answers. Question number 2. Give one word for the following. And I hope that you have given the heading. Even if you want to write this heading, give one word for the following, you can write, or if you just want to write this question too, it is okay with it. Now, number 1. So just try to read it, understand it, and then write the answer. So the question is, the remains of an animal or plants makes this. So what is made with the remains of animals and plants? The formula is clearly given in your textbook if you have read the keywords. So without wasting the time, the answer, if you have written, check it. If you haven't written, please write it down. Answer number 1 is humus. The remains of an animal or plants makes this. Answer is humus. You don't have to repeat here, you just have to write the answers properly. So humus means the remains of animals and the plants. I hope that you have written answer number 1, and not the statement you don't have to write. Number 2. Farmers add this to make soil fertile. Farmers add this to make soil fertile. Now what do you think farmers add to make the soil fertile? Now this is also there in your textbook itself if you have gone through the chapter properly. Now you have got 2 to 4 seconds to write the answers. So let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is manure. This is what the farmers add to make the soil fertile. Please write the answer if you haven't written. Farmers add this to make the soil fertile. Answer is manure. manure. Moving on to third one. The top layer of the earth. The top layer of the earth. So answer is soil, because I know that when you saw this question, even if you have written or not, but you know the answer, because this is what the basic thing is, the basic knowledge is. In the chapter 4, this is the basic thing. So the top layer of the earth is called soil, where the plants grow. This was the full definition given in the textbook. Now students, moving towards the fill in the blanks. Please give the heading fill in the blanks. I hope that you have given the heading fill in the blanks. What you have to do, just write the answers properly and nothing else. So I hope that you have written the heading fill in the blanks, and you have to just read the sentence, write the answer, that's it. Now question 1. Now here the hint is given, you know, in the chapter 3, the same way we did fill in the blanks. Question is E dash lives in the soil. Question is E dash lives in the soil. So which animal do you think lives in the soil? The name of that animal should start with E, letter E. Please write down the answer. I am giving you 2 seconds. Dash lives in the soil. So let's see what the answer is. If it starts with E, answer is earthworm. Correct? Even the picture is shown several times while I was explaining you the lesson. So please repeat this blank after me. Earthworm lives in the soil. As simple as that. Now moving on to second one, please write down the answer. S dash is one of the animals that live in soil. Now again, animal lives in soil, but here the name starts with S. S dash is one of the animals that live in soil. So the answer is snails, right? This is also what I have shown you once or twice, I suppose, while I was explaining you the lesson. Please repeat this sentence after me. Snails is one of the animals that live in soil. Clear enough? I hope that you are even writing the answers when you are repeating the statement, because you are getting sufficient time to write the one word answer. Moving on to third one, R dash and black soil is found in India. Dash and black soil is found in India. Quickly write down the answer. This is the easiest one in the entire question bank. So here the answer is red. Obviously, if the black soil is given, with it red soil is there. Obviously in the textbook also it is there. Please repeat this once after me quickly. Red and black soil is found in India. So this was very easy. Number 4. Dash provides water and minerals to the plants, and it starts with S. Dash provide water and minerals to the plants. So what provides water and minerals? In this lecture, in the starting part itself, I just instructed you about this. So let's see what the answer is. The correct answer is soil. Soil provides water and mineral to the plants. Moving on to match the column. Please give the heading match the column. Please give the heading match the column. And here is part A and part B. Now students, you just have to listen to this. You don't have to write anything. Just write A equals to 2, A equals to 3, whatever you feel the answer is. Don't write either of the sides. Or I should say, don't write neither of the sides. You don't have to write A, you don't have to write B. You just have to write A, B, C, D. Because the questions are already there on the screen. You just have to write A, B, C, D and equals to whatever the answer is you feel. Now let me just read the question. A. Dead leaves and insects. B. Roots. C. Clay in soil. D. Manure. This side, used by farmers, fine pieces of rocks, humus, fix the plants. Now let us just discuss one or two and then we will see the answer. Now here, dead leaves and insects. So with what can you match this? Dead leaves and insects. Can you say used by the farmers? Or can you say is it a fine pieces of rocks? Humus, fix the plants. Whatever you feel, you can write the answer now. If you feel answer of A is 2, you can write A equals to 2. You don't have to write any sentence. So number 2, roots. Can you say it is a fine pieces of rocks? Or can you say it is a humus? Or fix the plants? What can you say? And what about clay? Clay in a soil. So can you say used by the farmers? Or is it a fine pieces of rocks? What is the correct answer? Please write it down. And I hope you are writing the answers which are right according to you. Then coming on to manure. What can you match with a manure? Options are already there in front of you. So let's see what the correct answers are. Here is A side and here is the correct answer. With the dead leaves and the insects, we can say it is a definition of humus. Humus means nothing but the dead leaves and the insects. With roots, we can say fix the plants, isn't it? If the roots are there properly, plants are not going to move here and there, though it is a living thing, correct? Then clay in soil. It is nothing but fine pieces of rocks. It is a small tiny pieces of rocks, clay in soil. And manure, we can say, is used by the farmers to make the soil fertile. So A equals to 3, humus, B equals to 4, fix the plants, C equals to 2, fine pieces of rocks, D equals to 1, used by farmers. So I hope these answers are clear to you, and why it is so. I hope that you also know the reasons why I have matched. Dead leaves and insects is a definition of humus. Roots, it is the one which fix the plants, obviously, at the one place. Clay in the soil means nothing but the fine pieces of rocks. Those are the fine pieces of rocks. And coming on to manure, is used by the farmers to make the soil fertile. With this, students, we end the writing part and the reading part of the lecture. Now students, we move on to the thoughts. Like I said, if you will send me the thought, I will display it here in the lecture with your name. So let's see whose name it is now. The thought is, a book is a gift you can open again and again. So it is given by our brilliant student Mariam Hemani. We appreciate Mariam Hemani for sending us a beautiful thought. Now this thought, what does this thought mean? A book is a gift you can open again and again. That means usually when you get the gift on your birthday or any occasion, the gift you can only open it once. The gift pack you can only open it once. But the books are the gift which you can open again and again. So here Mariam has beautifully proved that books are the gift for us. If we take it as a gift, we can get a wonderful different gift within the book. So you can get the beautiful marks, you can get the beautiful degree, you can be the you can select any profession if you have the books. It can be even your best friends. So this is correctly said. We once again appreciate Mariam Hemani for giving us a wonderful, beautiful thought. So this shows how beautiful her mind is, and this shows her mind state, how beautifully she has given. So I appreciate all the students who are sending me the thought. Now students, thanks for watching the video lecture, and don't forget to send me the thought so that I can display your name with that thought in the next lectures. Like I displayed the name of Mariam Hemani today, who sent me the beautiful thought. I also have few names and thoughts pending list, which I am surely going to display in the next lectures, next upcoming lectures. So for those who are remaining, not to worry, I am surely going to display the names. Wait for your name and wait for the thought, because the thought what you are going to send, I am going to explain the meaning of that thought for the students to understand it. So make sure whatever you send me with the reasons and with the explanations, so that I can display your name properly. With this, I hope that you enjoyed today's revision, whatever we did for chapter number 4, the objectives, and I also hope that you even enjoyed the thought of one of your friends, Mariam Hemani. So with this I end my lecture. Lastly, I would like to say, please don't forget to send the thought. Also, don't forget to send the notes of whatever you are writing to the follow-up teachers. We are also keeping the note for that. Till then, take care. Goodbye.